The Young and the Restless spoilers. 4 villains who need to return. These baddies could shake things up. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that there are at least 4 villains who need to return. These baddie comebacks could shake things up. So let's talk about the villainous characters who could make some serious waves if they resurface in Genoa City. Ian Ward. Of course, we should start with Ian Ward, Ray Wise, since his storyline left off on such an intriguing note. Everyone in GC believes Ian faced a grim fate, but fans saw for themselves that he gasped and opened his eyes in the ambulance. The show wouldn't have done that if the goal was to leave Ian deceased forever. Ian is poised for a big return sooner or later, and when it happens, he'll have the element of surprise on his side since even Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, believes he's gone permanently. The morgue confirmed Ian's cremation, so he apparently put that charm of his to good use and got some help to fake his demise. It's just a matter of time until Ian comes back to town for another round of payback, so he may be off-screen making grand plans and vengeful predictions. Aunt Jordan, Colleen Zank, was the type of character who always seemed to have 9 lives, so maybe she hasn't run out yet. Things aren't always as they seem when it comes to fatal soap exits, so we won't be surprised if they find some way to resurrect Jordan down the road. It won't matter if it's realistic or not. If the show wants to bring Jordan back, they'll bring Jordan back. There may be more gas left in the tank when it comes to Jordan's vendetta against the Newmans and the revenge she could seek on Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, along with her family members. Martin Laurent, Christopher Cousins, is another character who could end up making a dramatic return down the line. Since Martin was arrested and locked up instead of facing a grisly outcome, perhaps his survival happened for a reason. May have wanted to leave the door open for Martin's bitter return, so we'll see if he might go after Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, and Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, eventually. Maybe Martin could also kidnap Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland, following her time in New York, and set the stage for another dramatic chapter of his story. If Martin escapes, that could pave the way for major drama. 4. Tara Locke. It's surprising that the show hasn't brought Tara Locke, Elizabeth Liner, back to the canvas by now. Isn't it time for Tara to get out of prison and fight for her biological son, Harrison Abbott, Redding Munsell? Tara would presumably fail in the end, but it'd still be worth bringing her back to town, just so she could attempt to stir up custody drama. It would pull Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, and Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, closer, so it makes sense to put Tara back in the mix for a bit. Tara would be the villain of that story, so we'll put her on this baddie list and hope that maybe she resurfaces at some point. Even if the role gets recast, it'd be interesting to see Tara again in some form. The Young and the Restless spoilers say some villainous shakeups could play out when the time is right, so stick with us for updates on any sinister news that might be looming.